Air is the most underestimated force in nature. You cannot see it, you cannot hold it, and yet nothing on this planet survives without it. This is the first and most powerful lesson hidden inside the idea of moving like air. Real strength is not always loud, heavy, or visible. Sometimes, the strongest force is the one that moves silently, freely, and without asking permission. To move like air means to refuse to be trapped. Air never stays locked in one place. If a door is closed, air slips through the cracks. If a wall stands tall, air flows around it. If pressure builds, air finds balance. In life, obstacles will always exist. Financial problems, family pressure, fear of failure, rejection, and self-doubt. Many people stop when they hit these walls. Air does not. It adapts. It finds another way. When you adopt this mindset, problems stop being dead ends and start becoming detours. Freedom is the soul of air. Air is not owned by anyone. It does not belong to borders, titles, or limits. In the same way, moving like air means freeing yourself from mental cages. These cages are not made of iron. They are made of excuses, past failures, and other people's opinions. What will they say? What if I fail again? I am not good enough. These thoughts suffocate growth. Air teaches us that freedom begins in the mind. The moment you stop seeking approval, you start moving faster. Speed does not mean rushing blindly. Air moves fast, but it also moves with intelligence. A gentle breeze and a violent storm are both air used differently, controlled differently. This is a powerful lesson for life. Moving like air means knowing when to be calm and when to accelerate. It means thinking quickly, learning quickly, and recovering quickly. Life will knock you down. Air doesn't stay still after impact. It reshapes itself instantly. The faster you recover, the stronger you become. Another quality of air is adaptability. Air becomes warm or cold depending on its environment. It can rise as wind, spin as a tornado, or rest as calm stillness. People who fail often fail because they refuse to adapt. They cling to old methods, old habits, and old identities. Moving like air means evolving. The world changes every day. Skills change. Technology changes. Opportunities change. If you don't change with it, you suffocate. Adaptation is not weakness. It is survival. Air also teaches us humility and patience. It doesn't announce itself, yet it is everywhere. You don't hear air unless it's moving with force. True growth works the same way. When you move like air, you don't waste energy showing off. You work in silence. You build skills quietly. You improve when no one is watching. Then, one day, when the moment comes, your presence is felt without explanation. Silent preparation leads to loud results. Most importantly, air reminds us of resilience. When pressure increases, air pushes back. When compressed, it becomes powerful. Life will pressure you: deadlines, responsibilities, expectations. Some people collapse under pressure. Those who move like air use pressure as fuel. They become stronger, sharper, and more focused. Pressure is not your enemy. Resistance trains strength. To move like air also means letting go. Air never carries unnecessary weight. It does not hold grudges, regrets, or yesterday's pain. Many people stay stuck because they carry emotional baggage: anger, guilt, fear. These weights slow movement. Air flows because it is light. Letting go does not mean forgetting the past. It means refusing to let it control your future. When you move like air, you stop waiting for the perfect moment. Air moves now. It does not hesitate. It does not ask, "What if?" It responds to the present. Action creates clarity. Motion creates confidence. The more you move, the more fearless you become. In the end, moving like air is about becoming unstoppable without becoming rigid, strong but flexible, fast but aware, silent but powerful. When you learn to flow instead of freeze, adapt instead of resist, and move instead of wait, nothing can cage you. You don't need to break every wall sometimes. All you need is to pass through it unseen. Be like air. Free your mind. Move forward. And never stay trapped where you were not meant to breathe. Lightning is not random chaos. It is focused power released in a single decisive moment. It forms silently inside the storm, building energy, waiting for alignment. Then, without warning, it strikes. This is the lesson behind shining like lightning. True impact comes from clarity, courage, and timing, not noise or hesitation. Most people live in half-light. They have dreams, but no decision. They have ideas, but no action. They wait for confidence to appear before they move. Lightning teaches the opposite. Confidence is created after the strike, not before it. Lightning doesn't ask the sky for permission. It acts. When you choose to shine like lightning, you stop rehearsing life and start living it. Fear is the biggest shadow that dims human potential. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of being seen. Lightning is fearless because it has no second thoughts. It doesn't wonder what will happen if it misses. It commits fully. In life, hesitation is more damaging than failure. A missed strike teaches more than 1,000 untried plans. When you shine like lightning, you accept that risk is the price of visibility, and visibility is the price of greatness. Precision is what separates lightning from fire. Fire spreads slowly and consumes over time. Lightning changes everything in an instant. This is the power of focus. Scattered effort produces scattered results. Precision means knowing exactly what you want and aiming directly at it. One clear goal, one disciplined routine, one decisive action repeated daily can outperform years of unfocused struggle. Lightning reminds us that intensity, when directed, becomes unstoppable. Lightning also reveals truth. In a dark storm, one flash can illuminate the entire landscape. In the same way, when you take bold action, your path becomes clearer. Many people wait to see the whole road before stepping forward. Lightning shows that clarity comes after action. One bold move can expose opportunities, allies, and strengths you didn't know you had. Darkness is not defeated by waiting, it is defeated by light. To shine like lightning is to embrace responsibility. When lightning strikes, there is no denial, it leaves a mark. In life, many people avoid responsibility because it brings pressure. But pressure is what creates power. Owning your choices, your mistakes, and your growth is what separates leaders from followers. Lightning does not blame the storm. It becomes the moment that defines it. Another powerful lesson of lightning is rarity. Lightning does not strike constantly. It strikes when conditions are right. This teaches patience and preparation. Shining does not mean burning yourself out. It means training in silence, sharpening your skills, building discipline, and waiting for the moment when action matters most. When preparation meets opportunity, the strike becomes inevitable. Lightning also destroys illusions. It does not allow fake strength to survive. Weak trees fall, weak foundations crack. When you shine boldly, parts of your life that are not aligned with your purpose will break away. Fake relationships, shallow goals, borrowed identities. This can be painful, but it is necessary. Growth often begins with destruction of what no longer serves you. There is also humility in lightning. It does not stay. It flashes, then disappears. The goal is not to dominate attention, but to create impact. True power doesn't beg to be noticed. It speaks once, clearly, and lets the results echo. When you shine like lightning, you don't chase validation. You let your work, your discipline, and your courage speak for you. Most importantly, lightning proves that a single moment can change everything. One decision, one action, one day of courage can redirect the course of your life. Many people underestimate the power of now. Lightning reminds us that waiting weakens potential, but action activates it. To shine like lightning is to live boldly, act decisively, and aim precisely. It is to stop hiding your light and start using it. You were not meant to blend into the storm. You are meant to illuminate it. Be fearless. Be focused. And when the moment comes, strike. Thunder is not the strike. It is the announcement of power. Lightning hits first, but thunder makes sure the world knows it happened. This is the lesson behind roaring like thunder. After action comes presence. After effort comes expression. And after inner strength comes the courage to be heard. Many people work hard in silence but remain invisible because they never allow their presence to be felt. Thunder teaches us that power must be expressed, not hidden. To roar like thunder means owning your space. Thunder does not whisper or apologize for its sound. It fills the sky. In life, people often shrink themselves to stay comfortable, to avoid conflict, or to please others. They lower their voice, hide their opinions, and dull their ambitions. Thunder refuses this smallness. When you roar like thunder, you stop asking for permission to exist fully. You stand tall, speak clearly, and move with confidence, knowing that your presence has value. Fear of judgment is the silence that kills potential. Many people stay quiet not because they lack ideas, but because they fear being misunderstood or criticized. Thunder reminds us that sound creates impact. Silence may feel safe, but it keeps you unseen. When you express your truth, your goals, your standards, your boundaries, you may shake people's expectations. That shaking is not destruction, it is awakening. Growth is uncomfortable, and thunder is proof of movement. Thunder is also about authority. It commands attention without explanation. This authority does not come from arrogance, it comes from alignment. Thunder follows lightning. It is backed by action. In the same way, your voice becomes powerful when it is supported by discipline and effort. Empty noise fades quickly, but a roar built on real work echoes. Speak after you act, and your words will carry weight. Another lesson of thunder is consistency. One clap of thunder is impressive, but rolling thunder is unforgettable. Consistency in effort, values, and behavior builds presence over time. People begin to feel your energy before you speak. This is how leaders are recognized not by one loud moment, but by repeated proof of strength. Roaring like thunder means showing up again and again with the same standards, even when no one is watching. Thunder also represents courage and confrontation. Storms don't avoid the sky, they claim it. In life, avoiding difficult conversations, decisions, and responsibilities weakens your presence. Thunder does not dodge resistance. It cuts through it. Roaring like thunder means facing problems directly, setting boundaries firmly, and standing for what you believe in, even when it costs comfort or approval. There is a protective side to thunder as well. Animals sense thunder and respond. In the same way, when you develop a strong presence, you protect your time, energy, and values. People think twice before crossing boundaries, not because you are aggressive, but because your standards are clear. Strength, when expressed calmly and confidently, creates respect. Thunder is also a reminder of emotional release. Storms clear the air. Holding everything inside, anger, frustration, ambition, creates internal pressure. Suppressed energy turns into anxiety and self-doubt. Roaring like thunder means healthy expression. It means channeling emotions into action, communication, and creativity. Expression is not weakness, it is release. Release creates clarity. Importantly, thunder follows purpose, not ego. It doesn't roar randomly. It roars as part of a storm. In life, presence without purpose becomes noise. Roaring like thunder means aligning your voice with a mission. When your actions, words, and goals point in the same direction, your presence becomes magnetic. People listen because they feel conviction, not volume. Thunder also teaches us about legacy. The sound fades, but the memory remains. Your presence should leave an impression on people, on situations, on your own standards. When you enter a room, when you start a project, when you commit to a goal, let it be known that something serious has arrived, not through arrogance, but through certainty. To roar like thunder is to stop hiding, stop shrinking, and stop waiting to be noticed. It is to let your work speak, your voice carry, and your presence shake doubt. The world does not change because of quiet potential. It changes because someone finally roared. Act with purpose, speak with strength, and let your presence echo long after you move on.